It'd be super great. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining us. This is our last group Zoom huddle for the month of March. And I have been so excited every week to get to be with you on Mondays. I hope you felt the same. There's something about us just, doing this together that really gives all of us, I think, excitement to be together in something that's so great. I don't know. I just love the togetherness of all of this. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed your start to your 90 days of consistency. And I hope each of you have also saw something that came out of this time together that you've put into your business and you've learned from, because obviously that's what we want to do. We want to be better than we were yesterday. And we even want to be better tomorrow. So that's the whole theme behind our 90 days of focus. I'm going to go ahead and jump in with our message that we're going to be sharing today with each of you. And I hope that this will help you, just refresh you in some ways, but also kind of take us through the stroll of what we've been doing with our 90 days to success and what our focuses are, because I know that we are closing out March. And we need to make March count as our first month of consistency. And so we want to close out our March, but we want to be looking ahead also as to what we're going to be creating in April as well. So as a reminder, we've really implemented the law of consistency from our John Maxwell 15 Laws of Growth, his book. He teaches all about the law of consistency, and that's where success is. He says, you show me a successful person and I'll show you consistency. And so knowing that that's the truth behind even our business model and success principles in general, that's why, it was brought to me. We need to do this. We need to do this together and create some healthy habits of consistency. And maybe you didn't get exactly the consistent level that you wanted this month, but I'm just going to ask you to hang on. Continue to lock arms with us, because you will be developing and progressing in your consistency if you stay the course. The law of consistency for us in this business is to talk to 30 people in the month. And what does that mean? That means doing the activity of one-on-ones. That means doing the activity of group parties or just coffee dates, whatever that is, that activity. But it's an activity of sharing the business and the products. And we want to add new people to our business. That's our law of consistency. That's what we're trying to get to, is not to just ask 30 people or bring up Arbonne to 30 people in a conversation, but to literally share the business and to share the product. So the question is it's Monday. It's the 27th of the month. We've got a lot of month left. We've got this week. And the question for me to you is, have you talked to 30 people this month about the business or the products? Because if you have started your momentum. You've started the law of consistency in your business. You've started consistency for the next 90 days. A lot of what we did in this month will show up in our business big time. Momentum's going to start peaking next month and the next month. But what we did this month was to get the momentum started, to create the commotion, to motion, to promotion. And that's what you have to do in any type of business. You have a starting place. And we started right where we stood. Wherever our business was on March 1st, wherever we were standing, we started that day to work through getting our momentum created. So a lot of the work that you did this month, guys, you're going to see a little bit of your fruits of your labor, but you will really see it start coming together next month and the next month, just from my personal experience. Do today, guys, what others won't, so that you can do later what others can't. That statement right there should drive you to want to really create the healthy habits, the disciplines we talked about on our last group Zoom, to create the consistency in your business, because not a lot of people will stay consistent. Not a lot of people will create the healthy habits in their business to be consistent. That's why there's always room at the tippy top of Arbonne. The national vice presidents were consistent in their business, and that's why they are where they are. And so do what others won't do so that you can do what others later can't even do. We've gotten to see some amazing miracles this past weekend with the Houses for Haiti and that charitable contribution. Last week I got to see 2 MVPs go over to Guatemala to help orphanage. They built an Arbonne school over there. Guys, these are significant things that MVPs are doing because they at one time were willing to do what others wouldn't do so that they can now do what others can't do. That's when you become a significant difference maker in the lives of others, whenever you are at a place in this life where you're truly making a difference and an impact on the world. So guys, to measure our consistency, we know all about this form because we've put into place also not only the law of consistency with John Maxwell, but we put into place the law of reflection. And he tells us, you know, it's great to evaluate, but evaluated experience is the best whenever you really are looking at what you've done, so you know a measurement of how well you're doing. And so I hope that each of you have filled this guy out and have the names and the faces there as a measurement to your consistency. This is your truth teller. And it's sometimes, you know, not always fun to see that you've only done 5 faces for the whole month of 31 days. But that is a big sign to you as to let you know your business is where your business is because of the faces that are not filled out. You know, beautiful message from Sherry Nickel. There are faces counting on you. There are faces counting on you. Some of those faces are in your family. Some of those are not. But they're all counting on you. So I want to challenge you as you evaluate your measurement of consistency today in your business. I want you to evaluate how many faces have I shared the business and the products with, and how many do I need to do over the next week, this week in March, to get my 30 faces done. Because if you really set out to do it, guys, you will do it. I promise you, there will be nothing that will stop you. Nothing will stop you if you're truly wanting to create that healthy habit of consistency in your business. Now, just a reminder, I wanted to flash this up on the screen, that in this quest of our 90 days, we do have some wonderful incentives for you. At the end of March, you need to have completed 30 faces on your sheet and turned it into your RVP and MVP. But also, you have to hit 2,500 in personal QV with 5 new direct $150 signups to be able to win the surprise gift. We're going to do surprise gifts from your RVP over the next 3 months. At the end of the 3 months, if you stayed consistent for 90 days, number one, it's going to show up in your business. You really don't need a Michael Kors purse to show you your success, because you're going to have success all over your business. But I'm going to gift you a Michael Kors purse. So there's some great incentives for you guys to know that your leaders love you. We care about you. We care about your whys. And we absolutely want to try to help you keep course. So today I want to talk to you guys about Lauren, and some of you have been seeing her Voxers and her excitement of what's going on in her business, but I want to tell you a story real quickly about Sheila Green, and she shared this with the MVPs, and I thought it was so awesome. You know, she shared that everybody's at the edge of the ocean, okay, in our business. And it's those that tiptoe in and dive into the ocean that are literally making things happen in their business. And some of us just sit on the shoreline just thinking, well, when I learn the products, I'll jump in. Oh, well, when I get a little better at this, I'll jump in. When I find people to talk to, I'll jump in. And we just sit on the side of the ocean. But some of us are out there. we're doing. And obviously, I truly believe that this group is all in the ocean. We are doing things. We are swimming out, and we are trying to catch our wave. We're trying to catch our wave. And what you're going to find in your journey with all of your soul sisters is that each of us are going to catch our wave at different points. And then once we catch our wave, we're going to ride that momentum. Things are going to happen in our business. We're going to create success. And then all of a sudden, the ocean's going to take us back to the shoreline, and we've got to get back out, paddle back out, and try to catch the next wave. And the paddling back out is just recreating momentum. So we're always in a state of recreating momentum to catch our waves, okay? So we're all in the ocean right now. We're doing the 90 days of success, and we're out there, we're paddling, we're sharing the gift of Arbonne. But some of us are catching those waves. Some of us are almost to the waves. Some of us are still paddling. Keep paddling. Your wave is coming. Your wave is coming. Lauren, I would love for you to share some of the things that have happened in your business that has truly caught your wave. I also want you to add in how many business builders you had March 1st and how many you have signed up as of now. I want you to share what's been happening with your momentum and what you've been doing through that process. Lauren, we'd love to hear from you.
Well, thank you. I don't even feel qualified to give my experience or advice or anything, but I have been seeing a lot of momentum in my business lately. March 1st, I had, well, really my whole business up until this month, I had just one business builder, and she's awesome. Love you, Rachel. But just like really wasn't seeing a lot of growth or a lot of, I got into district manager, but not really much momentum. I got to district manager without even any business builders, and it was mostly just like my own orders because we urbanized our home and I was selling product and stuff, but just not really any momentum. And then really, I think what changed for me was, first of all, the personal growth, just like embracing that, because that's something that I've just always kind of resisted, is reading and personal growth and, getting outside what's comfortable, like watching Netflix and, all of that before you go to bed, and instead just reading and really developing myself. And so I think that was kind of the turning point. And then really just leading myself first and just taking active leadership of myself. And really, I've just been working the system. So I got my calendar full of bookings from a booth. So I did the JBF booth, just between Friends Sale and Norman. And that literally all I did was send Tammy's exact verbiage that she uses for booths. And that filled my calendar completely full. Like, I have so many appointments that Tammy has to do some of them for me. And like tonight I have a party and a launch. So Tammy's going to do the launch for me. Excuse me. But just like getting the calendar full, first of all, and then just following the system. Literally, I just copy everything that Tammy does. I have always been a very good student. I think anybody can be a good student. So just doing it exactly. I sent the coffee date verbiage to 10 people like she told us to at the very beginning of this challenge. Got my coffee dates booked. And then from those, we've added 4 new business builders this month. So now instead of 1, I've got 5 on my team. One of my brand new people has her own business builder. Before she even had her launches, she had a business builder on her team. So this system really, really works. It's just a matter of if we do it or not. So I got my coffee dates. From those coffee dates, and we have the video that Tammy shows us how to do a coffee date. But if they said no, we would get a booking from them. So it never just ended there. So, if they didn't want to do the business, we would just get that booking, and then that would lead me to other people. And then if they said yes, I would have them actually fill out the paper consultant application there at the coffee shop or wherever we were. because even with good intentions, sometimes it doesn't happen when they get home. So I have them fill it out there. I go home and put it in the computer. But before I even leave them, after they sign their agreement, then we do the 1, 2, 3. So we get them signed up. We talk about the success packs, and usually people don't order product right then and there, but we talk about it. And then number 3 is we get their launches booked. So I don't just talk about them. I actually get them on the calendar for within the next week. And then I actually get them started. And so Tammy has taught me to do all of this. We do their 10 circles of their 10 life circles. So church, school, family, husband's family, all the different circles they're in, and write 5 names for each life circle. And then what I have them do is that same verbiage that we use to book our coffee dates, I have them send that to one person from each circle who they think is influential and, good at what they do, or just they really love them or something. And then the rest of the people, they send a red stamp invitation for their launches. So before they even leave the coffee date, usually they have their launches booked, and a lot of times they have coffee dates booked, and then they're getting business builders before their launches even take place. So that's just what I've been doing. It's just the system. I'm not really doing anything special. It's just seeing enough people, and I've already seen like 45 faces this month just from doing the system.
That's awesome. So I think the message behind Lauren and what's happening in her business, guys, is she's just embraced the system. And I think sometimes we hear these great ideas in the system and then we just don't execute sometimes it fully. What I love about the coffee date system that was implemented, and you can find this, guys, under the Getting Started tab of our livelovegive.us website. At the tippy top, that's where it is. It tells you the system that Lauren just went through. But what I love about it is not every person has said yes to the business at the coffee dates, but Lauren has booked for her business builders at every one of those coffee dates. So what's beautiful about it is we're not telling our brand new business builder, go book your 8. Instead, we're focusing them on their launch dates and coffee dates, and we're getting the bookings for them, and we're getting them into activity. And that is what's creating momentum and excitement right now. So embrace the system for sure. I want to remind you of Lori Funk. I posted this on March 3rd on our nation's Facebook wall. I wrote, laying in bed, and I get this text from my sweet friend, EMVP Lori Funk. Her team implemented the text verbiage that we've shared on Vicki's 40 Faces training call, and then I shared with the 90-Day Soul Sisters to do on Saturday as a call to action, and check out what she texted to me. She says, hey, sweet friend, this is just her texting me out of the blue. She doesn't even know I posted it to my whole team. She says, hair blown off my head. How was your month then? We had a region go into qual and several districts pop and area qual. Momentum definitely building. After implementing the text verbiage for 40 Faces, first month was lower. Second month, bigger. This month, explosion. What is that? That's 90 days, isn't it? She said she told us it would happen that way. It's been huge for us. I had frustrated since 2015 gal that struggled hitting 1,000 in a month. Tammy, who just decided and chose to get us on 20-minute overviews, coffee dates, and started getting parties, one-on-ones, builders, and get this, she hit 10,000. She's in qualification for area manager. Guys, this is a system that is proven and it's working, and we all need to embrace it. We need to be reminded that if we don't embrace the things that create business builders and sponsoring business builders, we will remain at district manager level, which is fine if that's where you want to be. Absolutely fine. Lots of success is in this area of management, no doubt. But by you implementing some of the systems, you can for sure know that this text verbiage that we send out for our new business builders that we've gone over and over and over again, and the text verbiage that we send out. I just sent this verbiage again last night to somebody I noticed on Facebook that I hadn't reached out to in a long time. I have a coffee date with her tomorrow. So I am just constantly infusing my business with burst of momentum by using this text. These text verbiages are in my text, in my phone, in my notes section, my file cabinet for Arbonne, and I'm using them constantly because when you do, guys, you promote to the next level. You get those consultants in place and you get to that area manager level. As a reminder, some of you are brand new. This is a reminder. It only takes 4 people that are doing 2,500 in, the building blocks for you to become an area manager and own a business that is willable. Guys, this is a big deal. Area manager is generally where everybody wants to be because it becomes a willable business, but because it really increases your income structure at that point. But just notice that if you're an area manager and you want to get to the next level or go halfway to area, you've got to implement this verbiage for the consultant, the new consultant, and for yourself. You got to keep doing it. Keep doing it. I keep putting, this verbiage in between these different promotion levels because here I am a national vice president, and how I'm growing my direct sponsoring is through this verbiage. It doesn't change. Doesn't matter what level you're at. If you're a regional vice president, notice that your 4 yellow circles right there are your initial 4 that you sponsored, and then they go get 4 people. That's as simple of a breakdown for regional vice president that it can be. And what I love about that, here again, if you want to go nation or if you want to build your region really, really strong, implement that verbiage we're talking about, guys. New business builder verbiage and then the verbiage for the old consultants. I've even reached out to old business builders and put them back into, hey, let's ramp up your business again. I want to go through this. And I've taken off with them with that coffee date, the business overview system. And I've started them on texting out and getting coffee dates to try to maybe get them excited about their starting their business again because of people joining them. We've got to remember that the RVP breakdown, guys, if you want to go RVP in 10 months, you can shave off a lot of those months by just adding business builders. It's all about sponsoring. That's what's creating growth. But, it's been proven over and over and over again, the law of consistency to get to RVP. 8 presentations a month, adding 1 new business builder. Well, right now, with this verbiage and this system that we have, just like Lauren, people are adding 4 business builders, 5 business builders in the month. So think about how fast you can really go to RVP if you keep that momentum going and don't slow down, don't slow down. 30% increase month after month is what you see on this breakdown, and that's what will get you to RVP. What's so neat about it, and I don't know if y'all can see this on this screen, but it only takes 16 people in your business to produce you as a region, as a regional vice president with a region under you. It's only 16 people. So break that down. It's just 16 people doing the 2,500 building blocks. That's why we want to teach that from the very start of people's business to hit 2,500 so that they keep hitting that as a building block. Obviously, we want to help them progress also in their business to other levels. But this is a wonderful breakdown to show you how close you really are. You can be so close to region if you just think about 16 people is all that you're needing to add. That's so exciting. National vice presidents, the same thing. It's just a repeat of those, means adding people month after month and doing the law of consistency. So self-awareness is where you really need to focus today, being the end of the last week of March. The question is, are you embracing the systems? If what you're doing is not working, you need to think about what is working for people, because what did we learn through the law of curiosity on Saturday? John Maxwell teaches us, he says, the beginning of wonder is the beginning of wisdom. And many of you have texted me and asked me, what is Lauren doing? That's the beginning of wonder. And that's a normal human reaction. When we see someone doing something great and things are happening and it's exciting, we all want to wonder, what are they doing? But what's so funny is every time when that question comes up, what is so-and-so doing? What is so-and-so doing? It's always the same thing. They're doing activity. But you know what's really neat is that when you do it in a system, it becomes so duplicatable. And that's what we need to embrace. The other question is, are you staying plugged into the calls? Are you on the Wednesday night call? Are you doing the book club calls? Are you on the Monday night Discover calls? Guys, these are embracing the systems for success. Are you using your presentation flip chart for presentations? That's the system. Are you using the trifecta system at your closing of presentations and one-on-ones? That's the system. Are you using the coffee date getting started system? That's the system. Guys, there's systems here that just tell you exactly what you need to be doing. Self-awareness also, you need to ask yourself, how many faces do you need to talk to about the business or the products to end with your 30 faces this month? Have you hit your 2,500 PQV and your 5 new signups? Has your team hit their goals? If not, make a phone call to them and break down their plans so that they can have success. Guys, when I think about our 90 days of focus, our focus group, I think about family. And I've always considered Arbonne as an extended family of mine, and I think we all feel that way with each other. I really truly believe that we are chosen sisters. I feel like you can just count on it that we would be there with each other in anything. I love this little description here. It says, like branches on a tree, we all grow in different directions, but our roots is what keeps us all together. We're all at different growth areas of our business in terms of personal development. But what I love about us all is we're all rooted together to really create the life that we choose. So as I kind of finish out, I want to go through just a couple of notes with you guys and really share with you guys some things from my heart that I put together, and we're almost done. But I want to really tell you, as we close out our time on this Zoom, that the promise of reward in doing your law of consistency is one dynamic that always keeps us moving in the right direction. And guys, refusing to quit, even through the hard times when you don't see the fruits of your labor, you just keep going. When you become discouraged or weary as you press through, do not give up, because the price you pay is worth it in the end. Payday is actually coming. This may be a hard assignment right now, guys, for you to learn the skill sets and the healthy habits of staying consistent in your business. And I'm going to tell you, this thing that we're doing right now is going to set you up for life. And sometimes we may even think, as we go through this 90 days, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I can get my 30 faces in a week. I want you to know that if you will press in and you will press on and you will press through, the rewards are absolutely going to be yours. Because you know what? Consistency, guys, is what separates the successful and the unsuccessful in life in general. And the promise of reward is awesome, and it keeps us motivated and it keeps us encouraged. You need to know that you're on your way. Never, ever, ever give up. Maybe you did your whole life with a hope or a dream or a goal, and you feel it's so important. And it's worth never giving up on, guy. You will make sacrifices to get that dream to come true and your whys to happen in your Arbonne business. And you're going to have to fight through, guys, some of those hardships to reach it. Every one of us has been in this business that has hit success. But maybe you have given up, guys, in some part of your past, or maybe even in your journey through this 90 days focus. You're like, oh, I think I'll just give up. That is the wrong way to look at things. Whatever the reason, guys, I want to personally encourage you one more time to never give up. I also want to make sure that you know God often moves suddenly when people have pressed in and pressed on for years, refusing to give up. Don't despair, because your breakthrough may suddenly come today. And if not today, maybe it's tomorrow. Maybe it's the next day. But I promise you one thing that I know: God blesses commitment you demonstrate and watches you as you overcome adversity in pursuit of all He has for you. I really, truly believe in big moments. I really, really believe in big, big moments. Now, I also believe, though, that most of the time, only the results that you see, they come suddenly. I've seen it in my business. I'll be working, and then a sudden result happens. Behind every, though, sudden victory or a breakthrough or a great opportunity or achievement or blessing lies a degree of faithful perseverance and determination known only to those who have done the pressing. Think about it, guys. Even the snail reached Noah's Ark. You may have to wait, guys, much longer than you'd like before you finally enjoy the satisfaction of a goal accomplished or a desire fulfilled, but waiting while you're working is what it's all about. And as we journey through this 90 days, you're putting into place the real things that create success. You need to have expectancy and have that as you push through. Remember those in Arbonne who never gave up and eventually enjoyed the rewards of their faith and their hope. So as we finish out our time today, be committed, be determined, be patient, and be diligent in every area of your Arbonne business. And whatever you do, I want you guys to press in, press on, and press through, and never give up. I love each and every one of you, and I cannot wait to see how you end your March, because I know that you can do amazing things over the next week. If you will let your head wrap that yourself around the possibilities that lie before you, you will become unstoppable over these next few days. And I just want you to know I'm here with you every step of the way, and I'm your biggest cheerleader, and I cannot wait to see each of you hit the rewards that you so deserve. I am so excited to be with you guys, and I know there are great, great things happening with your life and things that I cannot even imagine are going to be happening because you chose to be on this journey of 90 days of success. You've chosen the right thing. So let's walk it out together and make a life that is so amazing for you and your families. I love you guys so much. Thank you for your 30 minutes today. I treasured it. Love you guys. Mwah.